So my little box file here is set up. We've got 3 lines. At the rear is the reception line. We've given that a maximum capacity of 3 wagons, and the 2 lines in front have a maximum capacity of 2. Those limits are a bit arbitrary, but they're there to make sure the puzzle works. But there are some restrictions which create some challenge in the puzzle. The train arrives in the reception siding. We now need to determine which 3 wagons the train will be leaving with after it's shunted. We do that using these shunting cards. As you can see, I made them up in the style of the layout, and they've got a bit of information on there: the manufacturer, type of vehicle, livery, whether brakes are fitted or unfitted, and the wagon number. Wagon number is quite useful if you've got several wagons operating which look very similar. They will all have unique wagon numbers. So we've got 5 of these. And they all match with the wagons on the layout. So we take those 5 and we shuffle them. Having shuffled them, I need to pull out of that pile, that very small pile, 3 cards. Now the order you draw them out is important, because that is the order that those cards, those wagons, need to be assembled in the reception siding. So first one, second one, and the final one. The object is to end up with 3 wagons on the reception siding, the siding at the back there, in the order going from left to right. I think the first move is going to be pull the train out so I can access the points, which are hidden off scene, and deposit the brake van in the front siding. And you can't see this, but what I'm doing is I'm moving around the local lift and the shunting stick, reorientating them onto the front line, and this effect replicates the train moving from one line to the other line using points. And we'll uncouple that brake van there. Uncoupling for the moment is done manually using the Mark 1 paperclip. So uncouple it from the main train, the main consist. There we go. And then our next move will be to pull the train out back onto the main line and reverse into this next siding to pick up the northeastern van. Once again, out of sight, some jiggery pokery as we move the shunting stick and the local lift around to join up with the middle road. Okay, coupled up there, and we have successfully got the van at the rear of our consist. Now, that is not a whole consist. After the van, we should have a 7-plank wagon, which unfortunately at this minute is actually at the front of the consist. So, what to do? I think we need to pull the train out of that siding, take the van out of the siding, drop that on the reception road. Let's uncouple that van there, as it is now in the right position. Okay, can't quite see what I'm doing here. There we go. Next wagon in the consist should be the 7-plank wagon, which is in the consist, but it's not in the right place. So what we're going to do is to pull back the train, change the points as it were, and shunt forward into the middle road, where we can drop that very rusty 16-ton mineral wagon, which will free up the 7-plank grey wagon, and we can then back and forth to hook that up to the LNER 12-ton van. Gosh, I made that sound awfully complicated. Let's just do it, you'll see. I'll couple that 16-ton mineral wagon, as we won't be needing that. We can leave that in the middle siding. Okay, so that's 2 of our wagons assembled in the correct order, and the 3rd wagon we need is the brake van. So let's uncouple the locomotive from the consist and go and collect that brake van. Going to fiddle here as one of the hooks hasn't quite engaged. Let's see if you can get it to pop into. There we go. That actually is an interesting point. I've only got a few wagons at the minute and the couplings are not compatible. Anyway, our train's all assembled, so let's drive it off. Something to note, only 5 wagons, so I think I'm right, I hope I'm right, but the math is to the effect that there's about 60 different shunting combinations possible. But something else I could also do is actually vary which wagons are appearing by changing the wagons that appear from off stage. While I've got this video running, just going to leave a little reminder to myself of a couple of issues that I've discovered which need attending to. So, first one. Okay, we have some white cards showing there, which we shouldn't be able to see. And there, where the local lift, okay, attaches to the track on the rear reception line, the clearance is very, very small. What we're probably going to have to do is to cut a notch in that wall so that the cradle can move a little bit further forward and that the connection on the track is more secure.